Let's talk about pork, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Just kidding. Alright, welcome back guys, and today it's gonna be a special day because we are doing, that's right, pork sisig. And here we have lots of different parts of pork, especially as you can see we have the brains. And for some crunchiness we have the ears, for some fat we have the snout, and for some extra meat and fat we have the belly. Now also we're going to use some chicken liver because that's traditional sisig. And if you're a Kapampangan out there, please stop watching now. It's not going to be the traditional or classic sisig. If you're a purist, turn this off. But if you're open to food like me, stay on and you could probably learn a few. We're going to simmer them in water and we're going to make them softer for us to handle. So here we are guys with our simmering water here. And for our pork, we roughly have 2.5 kilos of pork. And in our water, we're going to add the aromatics that we're going to use to remove some of the gaminess of the pork. Here we would add an onion and a half, and we have about 6 cloves of garlic, ginger about 4 inches, and also we have bay leaves, about 10 pieces. And here we're going to add a tablespoon and a half of our whole peppercorns, black peppercorns. And here also we're going to add 3 tablespoons of salt. Alright guys, in our water would be the snout. If you don't have all these parts of pork, you can also just use the belly. It's no big deal. These are the ears, that's right. And we're going to add the belly. Ooh, just about. And that's going to stay at submerged for about 45 minutes to an hour, depending on how tough your pork is. But yeah, just check it once in a while. I'm sure you can tell if it's soft or not. We're actually going to roast the belly, and then for the ears and the snout, we're gonna chop them up and then probably fry them so it's crispy. Because I want a balance of soft and crispy. So yeah, here we go guys. And after 45 minutes, we'll go check on that again. Alright, so after 50 minutes, our pork is ready. Now, don't throw away the water yet, because we're gonna use that for our brains and liver, snouts, and our ears. It's quite soft. So we've got the brains here. We're just gonna blanch it in the water, cook it for a bit, not too long, because it's easily cooked anyway. Brains. I wanna eat brains.
And bring me some brains.
Because we're gonna mash this, and that will be our creamy component for the sisig. It will add texture and it will add this richness to our dish. If you don't have this, like pig's brain, I know it's difficult to find. You can also just use liver, you know? That's why we have chicken liver as well for maximum creaminess, the best of both worlds. Okay, so after around 5 to 6 minutes, should be cooked. That's gonna be our brain, and we're gonna mash that up. And yeah, we're gonna add it to our sisig later on. Here we have our chicken liver, so we're just gonna blanch it in the water again. About around the same time, maybe longer. Yeah, so after 6 minutes, our liver is done. That's going into our brains here. And together, we're going to mash it. Alright guys, next, we're going to broil actually our pork belly. So instead of the heat at the bottom, we're going to roast it from the top because we want that nice skin to puff off later. So we just broil this. Broil it for about 380 degrees. And then it's gonna broil for over, can't really say, but at first I'd put it on about 15 minutes and then I'll check again. And if it needs more, just add in 5 more minutes. It depends really because your oven is different from mine. So I'm just going to broil this in the oven. So while that's broiling or roasting, we're going to deep fry our ears and our snout because I feel like deep frying this would give the skin a really nice crispiness and the cartilage would be soft. Let's begin. Guys, so while our belly is roasting and we're heating the oil for our deep fryer, we're just gonna mash the liver and brains we have here. But don't forget to actually season it with pepper and obviously some salt. We're just gonna mash it with a fork. If I were you. Actually, it didn't work. We're gonna chop the liver. Ang mga ibon lumilipad, pili ka ng Diyos, di kumukupas. Tweet, tweet, tweet. Okay, so here we are with our mashed liver and chicken liver and pork brains, and that will be our creamy component for our dish. This is very important. So what sisig is about: crispiness, and then some creaminess, and saltiness, and sourness. So yeah, it'll be perfect. I went to the Asian market and I've surprisingly found pig's brain. So I thought there wouldn't be any, but I was lucky. So yeah, and then after that we're going to our fryer and let's fry up some snouts and ears. Okay, so let's start with the ears first. Careful, it's gonna be spitting at you. Put that there. Oh, right, just be careful, guys. It's hot oil. Just make sure you have some sort of shield covering your face. Whoa, whoop, okay, oh. 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 Just be careful, guys. Make sure you have protective gear. Should be done. Here's our first ear right here. Okay, again, be careful. We're gonna put our cheeks on. It's gonna pop. Oh! Holy shit! Okay, our cheeks should be done. That's what we want, baby. That's what we want, baby.
7 hours later.
Okay, so for our pork belly, it's nicely roasted. We're gonna just put some hot oil over it so it can puff up, and then that's gonna be our crispy skin.
A few minutes later.
Okay, so pretty much we're just gonna chop everything up. You know, sisig will be those little small pieces. So yeah, everything from ears to snout, and even the belly, just everything chop. Fine chop. Oop. I think Anthony Bourdain said that sisig is one of the best pork dishes in the world.
Really?
Yeah, I think that's what he said. I mean, you guys can Google it if you're not sure, but I'm pretty sure. From one of his cooking shows before. My God, this is such a workout. Oh, this would be perfect with beer. Do we have beer? Wow, how crispy that is. Look at that. Mmm. Mmm. Of course, we're gonna have a taste test. Mmm.
Nice.
But who's hotter, James Reid or Daniel Padilla? No, it's James Reid for me, bruh.
Yeah, no.
Oh, come on. Look at that, you know. Small head.
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you like the macho, like Filipino, metrosexual Daniel Padilla? Or do you want more elegant face like James Reid?
James Reid.
I'm not even gonna lie. James Reid is my crush. You know?
know.
You know already. Fucking James Reid. Hell yeah. Come on by. Stop by. Come eat, you know?
Gay!
Okay, for our seasoning, we're going to add in a separate bowl 1 tablespoon of white sugar, a 1/4 cup of your vinegar. In this case, I'm using cane vinegar. And you're going to use 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. And we're going to use 1 lemon. Pepper. First, we're going to add our creamy brains and liver with it, actually. This is a lot. It's like a meat mountain. This serves around 8 people. As you can see, it's creamy and it actually coats each and every cube of meat. And then we're going to add our mixture. Actually, let's add some salt, more pepper. Oh, forgot. We're going to add 1 head of a medium onion. Actually, guys, I'm gonna add, instead of a 1/4 cup, just do 1/2 cup of vinegar. I use a combination of just regular spiced vinegar and cane vinegar. All right, then let's go after our seasoning plate. Okay, so with our seasoning plate, should be hot enough. We're gonna add a tablespoon and a half of butter. Quickly now, we're gonna add our meat. Oh my God, that smells so good. And now we're gonna use our toppings. We're going to add some chilies because we need more extra spiciness. And then some more onion, some green onions. And of course, we're going to add our last garnish would be our crispy skin. That's our pork sisig. Let's have a taste. Okay, as you can see guys, there's some crispiness from our sizzling plate. It smells super good, by the way. Okay, here we go. There's a nice crunch from the cartilage, some of the crispiness from the actual sizzling plate. And the skin, perfectly crunchy. Kind of want some rice. Try some beer. The beer completes it.
Nice.
Perfect with beer. The saltiness, the freshness from the garnish. It's spicy, it's oniony, it's pork, it's greasy. I mean, I'm gonna finish it with some rice and I'm gonna drink more. Anyway guys, just try it out, make it your own. You guys, you can cook this for sure. Have a great day. Gago ang sarap.